Right? Frogs, niggas.
All my wrists is frogs.
Hey yo, my street operation serve the fiend population. Chopper do amputation if ever I see my cake thing. Niggas they love to spray things. Mothers they say amen. After sad prayers we dealers with mad flavors. Fly bitches they ass calm. Have you ever seen
with our streets? I like our streets. I seen him in VA. I thought he was dope. You know what I mean? I thought he was dope. I think he's definitely one of the new guys that's about to hit the scene. What's the other guy's name? Prophet from Philly. I did an interview with him that's never going to drop again, you know what I'm saying? But he's dope. Prophet from Philly. I told you, we lost it on that card.
Oh, so somebody hit us up for an interview. They was like, yo, when my interview dropping on Twitter? And I was like...
Yo, yeah, that's probably on the batch that got lost. Okay. Yeah, so we about to get Norbes on. We ready for that? Yeah. All right, so Norbes, I'm about to call Norbes in right now. Let Norbes, we got everybody in the building. Remember, send in your questions so we get these exclusive, you know what I mean?
Yo.
Norbes, what's up, man? It's your boy Nas, the guy Hip Hop is Real. We got Norbes out here with the fans live and all that. Norbes, what's going on? How you doing, man?
I'm alright.
Yeah, man, Norbes, you already know I got the fans up here, man, and you know, today's topic of the day, man, you know, Norbes knows it all, you know what I mean? So
Norbes it all.
Yeah, Norbes it all, you know what I'm saying? So right now, we got a special edition with Norbes right now, man, and Norbes, one of the topics today, you already know, we're going to get straight into it, man, is the back and forth you and John been having, man. How you guys doing? How's the relationship with you and John? What's going on, man? You know, before we get into all the, you know, particulars, because you guys got history.
Yeah, to answer that, Big K versus T-Top goes down March 31st.
That's a fact.
It's going to be crazy. URL, Ultimate Rack League. The only league that matters. The only one that counts. I really, I'm hyped. I buy the pay-per-view. You know what I mean?
Nah,
yeah.
Facts.
That's the answer for that.
Oh, damn. I mean, you know, you and John, y'all not cool right now, you know what I'm saying? Because I definitely seen the back and forth, man. But I know you guys, yeah.
I mean, Big K versus T-Top's going to be a crazy-ass battle. Like, you're talking about two legendary MCs, two guys that are recruited through the PG process. It's going to be crazy. I mean, you got your pay-per-view yet?
Oh, yeah, you already know March 31st, we definitely getting the pay-per-view. And then I heard there's a secret battle on the card, you know what I mean? Norbes versus John the Don is officially going down as well. Small room, nah, I'm playing.
Nah, like I said, I'm not even familiar with the individual you're talking about. But definitely T-Top and Big K, Hollows versus Arsenal. You know what I mean? We gonna rock it out that day. You know what I mean?
Nah, real talk, man. You already know Smack Volume 2. That's definitely going to be a hit. But you know, Norbes, man, you know, a lot of people want to know what's up with this PG process, man. I want to talk about the PGs.
Well, the PG process is simple. It's like this. Knowledge of God is hiring for hip-hop is real, right? You go out there, you look for people apply, people want to do. And, you know, it's simple. You take the best of the best, you run them through, and the ones you like, keep. I mean, and with the PG process, the problem with a lot of these people is they try to put themselves on our level. You're not us. You're never going to be us. You know what I'm saying? And I do recruit from every other league. So if somebody's interested, if an MC's interested or wants to come here, he's got to respect it, regardless of what you feel, you know, whatever. It's a difference if I'm hitting you up or, you know, saying, listen, I want to book you for a battle. No, but if I'm interested in maybe bringing you over, there's certain things that you got to do to fill the criteria. And PGs, I mean, people want to knock it or they want to say whatever they want, but all your stars is coming from there. You know what I'm saying? Like the majority, and not to mention everybody that's battling always books these guys to battle. You know what I'm saying? They want to battle the stars that came from the URL, which came from the PG system. So to me, it's like, you know, people on the form their opinions based on whatever. It's fear of losing and their stock dropping, so they won't take a battle that's dangerous. They'll take a battle that's, for instance, let's say a guy that's popular that they feel like, yo, I could still compete and you know, bring up my profile. When did battle rap become about building your profile instead of the great battles that make you who you are? When Hitman Holla battled Cortez, they didn't have big profiles. They made their profiles through classic battles. You know what I'm saying? Math Hoffa battled Iron Solomon is the same thing. A lot of people thought that Math over the Dose Punch was just an actor trying to rap. That's a tough guy. You know what I'm saying? He made his stardom. Aver made his stardom off of guys in his realm. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these guys want to skip the progress because it's the pride thing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the competition got to come back. But again, like I said, if you want, everybody dreams of being in the NBA. This is where you want to be at. My nigga, like, do what's told of you, what's asked of you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't want a player on your team that can't be coached. You know what I'm saying? I don't want somebody coming to my team that basically I'm sitting there and I can't mold this dude or I can't help him because he knows everything. That's the worst type of player to have on your team. And like I said, man, like all this extra stuff with your boy, I don't really care. I don't feel no way towards the nigga. I don't care if he wakes up tomorrow, next week. I don't really care. Like I don't care. It's no love lost. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much how I take it, man. Like I don't care. Period. I don't think about the individual. I haven't spoken to the individual in God knows how long. So I kind of want to leave it there. It ain't no beef. It ain't nothing.
Now, so one of the arguments is just about of course we understand the process, but is there any way around the process? If I'm, you know what I mean? No way. So if let's just say a celebrity or somebody wanted to come, would they have to do a PG? Nah, right?
This is what gets me upset when people say, yo, so if Drake won a battle, he got to go through the PGs. First of all, if Drake won a battle, it wouldn't be a serious battle. One. Two, you're not going to compare Drake and fucking Loso. You're not going to do that. Let's not be stupid. You know what I'm saying? That's like comparing fucking Michael Jordan to a high school kid that's playing ball.
Let's say King Los, like one of the names that they threw out there, like a guy like King Los. He's not Drake, but you know he's
King Los doesn't battle, bro. But King Los is a whole different other world, bro. Like he's not battling. He's not trying to be on my roster. You know what I'm saying? So the one thing I do agree is this. If I'm going to recruit certain people, I'm not trying to sign Los. Los has his own career with music. That's what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. If Los wanted to come, I'm not necessarily blown away that King Los wants to come. But he's a rapper that's signed to Puff, doing what he's doing. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at this shit. Okay. Now, you ain't going to tell me these niggas that you're about to name to me is selling out crowds of 20,000 people. You know what I'm saying? Not doing it because their events don't even be full when they battle. So don't sit there and tell me or compare King Los or fucking Drake or fucking, whatever. Even Mickey Fax has done some shit. You know what I'm saying? I know Mickey from battling from years ago. Like people be like, yo, this Reid is a different profile, bro. I'm not even trying to really book this nigga like that. Like his legendary status, I respect what he's done. You know what I'm saying? They got freestyles with like 6 million views. It's a different ballgame. You know what I'm saying? These niggas come off the street and get 100,000 views because they battled a name and now they the shit. Like I don't give a fuck. To be honest, I really don't care. Not to mention, like I'm not even asking you to come here, bro. You want to be here. So if you want to be here, then go take the steps. You know what I'm saying? To get here. It's simple. I don't even want to talk about this shit no more. Like, it's simple, bro. Like, if you want to be here, take the steps. If not, don't tweet me. Don't text me. Don't have your fucking bodyguard or whatever the fuck you niggas are. Tweet me, bro. Like, I really don't care.
So, even if, a battle rapper is established outside of URL, even, like, let's just say somebody...
What's established?
Like, let's just say somebody who established himself outside, like on the KOTD brand or something like that.
Ooh, like when we bring Sharon over, bro, that was just guess the parents get out. Like I was never interested in battling Sharon. I'm bringing over Sharon. You know what I'm saying? Disaster's a little different. I've been dealing with disaster for over 10 years. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. Oh shit. My bad. I FaceTime you back. Just whatever. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You good?
You gotta take me on FaceTime.
Oh. Yeah, we good.
Like that's a different situation, bro. Like I'm not even thinking about them niggas. Like we haven't booked Sharon since. Like my shit is like this, bro. If that's what you want to be booked, then just wait on it. I'm not interested in it. As simple as that, bro.
All right, so just speaking specifically on a John Loso, you basically, if he doesn't do this PG, he's basically not getting on.
I'm gonna sing a song to you, brother. I don't care. I've answered this 100 times. No.
Okay, just wanted to make sure and clarify it. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
I don't care about any of them niggas. Period.
What if all the fans was asking for it and they screaming for it and they saying URL gotta have Loso on fucking PG?
Then he should give the fans what they want and go through the process.
True.
Okay. And what do you say to the guys like New Jersey Twerk? Would you be willing to, like, you know, him coming out saying that he would battle him? Okay, nah. Like, even if you call it a PG and everything, you still wouldn't do it.
I don't care if you want to call it a PG, an OG, a CG, a CJ. No.
Okay. He has to battle a guy that's coming from the new class in a sense.
At the end of the day, like I've spoken to him before, he knows the shit. He wants to cry on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? That's on him.
Why you won't let Twerk take him out?
What?
He said, why won't you let Twerk take him out?
He don't deserve Twerk. That's why.
Okay.
Simple as that. Twerk built his name from the ground up, my nigga. Like, from battling red-handed to then going in and battling Dougie. And then, I mean, there's no comparison to New Jersey Twerk. There is none, bro. Like, let's keep it real. The admiration I have for that individual and respect that for his talent and what he's accomplished without a cosign, without anything is crazy. You know what I'm saying? My cosign takes you but so far. You gotta prove me right. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference, bro. Twerk got up there and made his name. He made people want to see New Jersey Twerk. When he did his PG and the day 2 PG one-off card, he stole the show, bro. He stole it. There was vets on there. There was Peppers on there. A lot of Zay was a lot of people on there. He came and stole the show as an unknown doing his proving ground. He was, like, Dougie was the known individual. You was there. I told you what was going to happen.
Yeah. That's real.
You know what I'm saying? And now, to be honest, like, people keep saying Twerk did 2 PGs back to back. And honestly, his whole first year was a PG for him. You know what I'm saying? He was still divided his rookie year. People don't understand, like, doing a PG and being a PG is 2 different things. You know what I'm saying? If I don't offer you a contract, you're not a PG. There's a lot of niggas that have done PGs, tried to have gotten a contract, and did not. They're not classified a PG. When I sit there and I say, listen, I'm signing you, you're a PG, is a big difference. When I seen New Jersey Twerk, I immediately went outside with him, and I told him, you're a star. He looked at me like I was on dust. He was wide-eyed and nervous when he met me. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. He's a big fan. And I was kind of, I felt like this kid's going to be something special. And he, you know what I mean? Like, he came in there and he showed what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? But he never questioned the process. You know what I love about New Jersey Twerk? And I'm going to tell you this right now. Like, besides the fact that he's just a great person, is there's no such thing as too good or too high for him, or he's too good to battle somebody. Like, Twerk's type of nigga, like, he wants to be the best. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that he will never run from a matchup is crazy. That's why I'm not surprised at what he said. It ain't because like he really feels like people think he skipped the process. Like, no, that nigga earned everything he got.
Yeah.
Every ounce of respect that he got from me and the fans that want to see him battle, he has earned that, bro. He didn't battle Charlie Clips or DNA to get to whatever views. Those are New Jersey twerk views, bro. People want to see twerk, like, and I'm not talking about 50 people in the basement. I'm talking about full-out venues. When New Jersey twerk walked out at Nome, the building shook. Those are people that want to see New Jersey twerk, bro. There's a big difference between a twerk and somebody that's got a little bit of a buzz. Big difference. But twerk didn't have to battle or pay a Danny Myers or a Daylight or a DNA or a lot of these guys that'll just do whatever. Twerk did it the way that, and that's why I said the new slogan for the UO, for the PG niggas coming up is, you know what I mean? We earn our respect. We don't buy it. Simple. That's the Proof House logo is right now.
Norbes, I just want to know, what's your opinion on Loso as a talent? You know what I'm saying? Well, what's your opinion on him as a talent? And I just wanted to...
Talented.
Okay.
He knows I think he's talented. When I first met the kid, it was off of freestyle. I thought he was very talented. I told him, like, me is crazy. Me and us got a different type of relationship. It wasn't on no business shit. It wasn't on no I'm taking advantage of him because he's my crown jewel. You know what I'm saying? He had told me what he was doing, and I kind of guided him without nothing. And I told him when he was ready, you know, the PG is here waiting for you. I'll be here to help your career. Even when he battled gyms, he called me. You know what I'm saying? We spoke, and I told him to take the battle. I didn't tell him not to take it. You know what I'm saying? I also told him that's the one time I offered him the PG was that day. And I told him, I said, look, bro, you want to do the blackout, that's cool. I'm not knocking it. I gave him basically advice. I said, yo, they called you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So this is all facts. They called him for a battle. So he asked me, yo, big bro, what's up? Like, what should I do? And I was like, honestly, bro, the fact that they called you, you have up ahead. You know what I'm saying? You could probably get paid or whatnot, whatever. I didn't know who he was battling. So I told him, I said, yo, if that's what you want to do, I'm going to keep it real for you. This is from me. I don't think that crowd is going to fuck with you like that. These are facts. I said, but what I'll do, not to counter it because it wasn't a competition, because I knew Loso wanted to be here. We've spoken about it multiple times. That this is what he dreams to battle. You know what I'm saying? I said, yo, I'll give you Mr. Mills as a PG, as the main event at the joint, bro. Y'all both two of the highest niggas that people want to see. Why don't y'all come and get busy? I ain't downplaying the nigga nothing. If Loso would have even went as far as to be like, yo, Norbes, I need help getting out there, I'd have helped him. I'm saying that's how much love I have for this nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I gave him advice. I didn't have to give no advice. Niggas pay me for advice, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I fuck with the nigga in that manner. So that's why when I hear people say what they say or whatnot, like, y'all don't fuck with him. No, I fuck with the man. Do I feel... Am I mad at him? No, I'm disappointed at his approach as opposed to just calling me when you know I'm one phone call away, bro. Like, you've called me for advice in your career, but now you want to come here or whatever it is and you ain't reach out to me. I ain't reach out to you for that battle he was talking about. I never did. You know what I'm saying? You could easily call me, but your pride is standing in the way. People will say, Norbes' pride is. No. The process that I've been doing for years has been working as multiple. I've put multiple superstars on that stage is what I'm standing by. You know what I'm saying? Your pride as a young Christian man, when you're not supposed to have that type of a pride. Pride is something that can hold you back. It's holding you back. You could easily call me, yo, Norbes, yo, this is what I want to do, when I know that's what's in your heart. You know what I'm saying? You could easily call me. And I would have answered the question. And I would have said, look, this is what I'll do. I would have even been like, bro, I'll help you get out here, bro. It's all love. Out of respect for him. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you ask me, am I impressed with what he's accomplished? No. And it's not because I'm hating. You know what I'm saying? It's because I'm really not. You know what I'm saying? I believe he's a talented kid. I'll never take that away from him. But the same way I told Murder Mook I wasn't impressed with what his resume was looking like, it's the same thing I told Loso. Now, is Loso's Loso Mook? No. But I got a different relationship with someone that couldn't even pick up the phone and be like, yo, bro, this is what I feel. You know what I'm saying? But nobody takes that into account. I'd love to satisfy fans. I love to help them out. People don't even know half the shit I do for fans, bro. I've thrown fans in on my dime, not on Smack's dime, not on Chico's Beasley. Put them up, let people live out their dreams, bro. Like, I got a heart. I know people want to be here. You know what I'm saying? But don't try to play me, or don't try to make it into something personal when you easily could have just called me and been like, bro, don't use me for promo, bro. Especially when we supposed to have a different type of relationship. That's how I feel in that situation. But if Loso would have called me and said, yo, bro, I want to do this, I would have something right away. I mean, look, I respect your talent, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But this is the rules. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to treat you different than I treated the Saga and all these niggas because you feel like you're a little more popular. I may have a little more leeway in the situation, you know what I'm saying? But you're not going to go out there and try to demand what you want, bro. Because regardless of how you look at it, that's what you're trying to do. And I'm not with that type of shit. Every kid that I've put on is going to work. And if you ask any coach, whether they coach basketball or football, that's what they want to see in a kid. They don't want a kid to come in and think he's better than everybody. He wants a kid that's coachable, that's willing to actually help the brand. I'm not trying to bring nobody over here that's not helping my brand. If you out to help your own brand, that's when you get out of here. We're going to do this together or we not. And that's just how I feel about the situation, man. Like, some of the shit that these people are talking is corny. Like, you know, I'm a sarcastic dude, so I'm a joke and jab all I want. But, you know, it is what it is.
Yo, Norbes, my partner GP had a question he wanted to ask you.
Yeah, what up, GP?
What happened with the Mr. Mills battle when you offered that battle to them?
He said, yo, bro, let me think on it. You know what I mean? But, you know, he got somebody else, a confidant or whatever, man. You know who it is. That basically said, yo, you should do that. Don't do the PG because it makes you look stupid. I guess. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, he called me. He told me. He gave me. He said, yo, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the thing. And I said, yo, the best of luck, nigga. Tell me how it goes. But I did tell him. I said, bro, if you battle Mills on the PGs, that's going to be a lot bigger than when you battling James. I even told James that shit. James told me, nigga, I agree with you. It's a fact. But after that, I ain't hold no grudges towards the nigga. Like, we spoke. He congratulated me on my marriage. I congratulated on his. And last time I went to Tampa, he had hit me to see when I was out there to get up. You know what I'm saying? So, like, is it, you know, like, that's why I said when I seen all the stuff out, I was like, bro, like, it's just corny.
I mean, now, Norbes, you got a good new group of guys and everything like that. Who would be some of the opponents that would be offered or that he would have to be facing when it comes to this new talent and this new pool of guys that you consider the PGs or this new PG class?
Honestly, I would basically keep the rookies that I'm using. Like I said, like, I really got a lot of weapons on my arsenal, bro. Like, even I just picked up another like 4 new toys, bro. That is just crazy. Like, I'm excited to work with. I just feel like putting it out there because niggas hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm invited to this April 8th event, there's 3 battles. All 6 of these niggas is brand new niggas. When I tell you, you're going to go crazy, you're going to go crazy. Like, the roster I got is so nuts. Like, from R Streets to I call him the technician.
Okay.
R Streets is the most dangerous young battle rapper coming up right now. Like, he's just all the way dangerous, bro. Like, you can't play with him. He breaks you down. He can do everything. He's not going to hang on punches. He can punch. He can do everything. He's a showman. And then you got Holmesy the God, another one. He's a baby in this game, and he's just becoming a star. You talking about he had classics with Joe and Moon back to back. Like, I'm talking about crazy. You know what I mean? He's a killer. You got Snake Eyes, what I love about Snake Eyes is he's the underdog, and he puts his heart out. He put his heart out there. You know what I mean? Like, every performance you're gonna see with Snake Eyes, he's gotten better, and he walks around with that chip on his shoulder because he feels like people have been given a push before him that he deserves. And I love the fact that he's working harder at it. You know what I'm saying? You got OG Moon. It's a whole different type of battle rap.
No, hold on, not to cut you off. Do you still see Snake Eyes as a PG though? He seems like in a sense he graduated from like, or how does that work?
I'm talking about guys that potentially could battle him. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I wasn't saying I would, but I was just talking about my killers. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I haven't really put much thought into who I would put against him. You know what I'm saying? But out of respect, I would give him an All Streets out of respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? All Streets is one of my guys. I respect the shit out of him. I would do that because All Streets he's out the PGs, but we still got some profile building to go with him.
One of the guys I saw in VA when we was down there that I kind of thought was dope was Prophet. What do you think about him? And you know,
Prophet is dope. Prophet got a big battle coming up too. He's battling fuck is this nigga's name? Madface. He's battling Madface. April 8th. Let me tell you April 8th. April 8th is Skates versus Skates versus Gunpowder Pat. You know what I'm saying? Gonna be crazy. Jay Moore versus Fonz. And Prophet versus Madface. Like, when I tell you these three battles are gonna be crazy. But Prophet is talented. Prophet is working. He ain't bitching, he's just working. You know what I'm saying? He's one of them kids that really loves he's an artist too, you know what I mean? He's just working.
Nah, real talk. I mean, there's definitely some names out there and everything like that. When you kind of look at just the scope of how you get talent and everything, what's the process when it comes to like dealing with other leagues? Because one thing I could say is like I know you're not talking about it, but watching the John bloggers, like these guys feel like they have a stable league, and they're creating these guys, and then the potential is to have them like come to URL or maybe co-brand or work with each other or things like that to help push each other. Do you see that?
There is no co-brand,
okay,
bro. Like this is the URL. This is where kids want to be, where they dream to be. I'm not with all that, bro. Like if I scout somebody from there, you want to come over. We do what we do. You can still battle at your home league. People try to put themselves on the same level we are. It's great to dream and great to aspire to do that, but it is what it is. And like I said, when you come here, you follow our rules. If I'm going there, I'm gonna follow your rules. It's simple as that. Like I don't really care much about how people view. You're not my equal. That's just how it is. People may take that a certain way, but we're not on the same playing field. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like like people try to say certain things, to do certain things to put them on your level. That's not the case.
GP got another question for you, Norbes.
Is the reason that y'all having this discrepancy? Well, there's no discrepancy, but is the reason, is everything stated out in public the reason, or is there underlying reasons?
There is no underlying reason. It's simple. You do it or you don't. Yeah. I really, my nigga, like I don't even talk to half these niggas. I let P talk to them because I don't really care I'm not gonna bend over backwards for nobody. You know what I'm saying? I want kids that want to be here. I want to be legends. You know what I'm saying? That are willing to learn. Bro, I learn something from someone every day, bro. I'm not scared to learn. You know what I'm saying? You're not going that's what it is.
Nah, I mean, you know what? That's definitely. I mean, it's hard for people to argue. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the process has definitely been a dope situation to see. You know what I'm saying? Over the years of just watching how you guys, help, create these talents. You know what I'm saying? Now, do you feel like the battlers could have those same sentiments where a lot of guys feel like, Norbes is picking and choosing PGs and things like that, or do you feel like it's fair across the board? You know what I'm saying?
I am picking and choosing them PGs. That's my job. Like, I mean, what am I supposed to do? Like, I'm picking the cream of the crop. That's my goal. That's what I'm here to do, and that's what I'm doing. I'm not picking him because he's cute. I'm picking him because the nigga's nice. I'm not picking him because he's my boy. You know what I'm saying? You know how many of my family members rap or my friends? I don't care about none of that shit, bro. I pick according to if you are what I'm looking for in an MC. You know what I'm saying? And then it goes into there's a lot more that goes into it with me. Like I really started taking people's attitudes, the way people work. Every little aspect matters with me. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want a jerk off representing your customer, your company. You know what I mean? You want somebody that's gonna show love to the fans and rep what you're putting out there in the correct manner. So talent as well as who you are as a person and your work ethic have a lot to do with why I scout certain people. Even our streets went to he was at 3DL, then went to Bullpen. I loved him, absolutely loved him. You know what I'm saying? He had a tryout with the niggas. You know what I'm saying? I guess they overlooked him or whatever. And I couldn't wait to get him, bro. He came back, man. I was ecstatic because, whatever. But the fact that he didn't give up is something that I admire. You know what I'm saying? When you want something, you go out and get it. And that's something I look for in a lot of these kids. Joe, he kept working on his craft. Well, you was at his first battle, and I told you, like, it's going to take development. A lot of people didn't believe in Joe, and Joe's doing what he's doing now. So, that takes a lot of strength to be able to swallow your pride and continue to work at your craft. Those are the type of guys I want on this team. You know what I'm saying? And this movement. I don't want to bring somebody in because, how they say one bad apple can ruin the bunch? That's real shit. Yeah, man. I want people that want to be here.
Can there still be development after some of these?
There's always development, bro.
Even if some of these battlers had 20 battlers, 15, because other battle rappers came on and said that.
You don't think Steph Curry becomes a better player every time he steps on that court? Bro, there's always room for development. If they say a wise man is someone who doesn't know it all, is not scared to learn for someone else. If you feel like you know it all, this is not where you at. This is not where you belong. Because nobody knows it all. You got to be willing to learn and develop, and more, bro. Once you get content, that's when you see them rappers that don't last, and you don't want to see no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, not to use B Magic as an example, because I love B Magic, but he was dope, but he never evolved. He never necessarily got better in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to add a wrinkle to your game. There's always development. There's no such thing as the perfect MC. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you know it all, you don't need help, that's whatever. Bro, there's guys in the NFL, whatever, if you look, they perform better with different coaching. You know what I mean? And these are professional athletes. You know what I'm saying?
Different systems and all that. Right?
Yeah, and that's what people don't understand. Like, I work differently than a lot of people. There's different things that I see that somebody may not, or some other people may see that I may not. And Pete can attest to it. You know what I'm saying? He'll tell you, like, bro, like, I see some things that nobody gonna see. Like I said, even on our streets, I loved our streets. He was overlooked. I think our streets is a goddamn star. You know what I'm saying? And every time you see him, he's smoking somebody's boots. Now, he's not just beating people. He's smoking their boots.
Yeah, he's nice.
You know what I mean? Like, think about this. Out of a lot of these popular guys, how many times have you seen them smoke somebody? I'm talking about smoke them. Like, make them look like you should not be rapping with me in this crowd. A lot of times you see these guys having wars with below average battle MCs or not the top of the line. So what does that tell you about their craft? You know what I'm saying? So that is what it is, man.
Yo, it's interesting. Do you feel like some of your new killers now are more dangerous than the class before? Because I brought that up just to say we was in VA and you got to see what some of the guys that you've helped do on that stage, from the Wavies to the New Jersey Twerks to the, you know what I'm saying, Jerry West to damn near everybody on there who put on. You know what I'm saying, coming from the PGs and looking at it. Do you feel like the future's bright with the new stars that you're developing?
When I was in Virginia, there was a couple guys that I've been kind of watching. Like even let me like Jay Moore, for instance. I've been watching Jay Moore for like a year and a half, 2 years. And his development has been great. I always felt like consistency was a problem with him. And I never told Jay Moore I was watching, but I've always been watching him. He gets up there finally and meets the level where I'm like, you know what, he's ready now. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm super excited, like, with this new wave. I've really kind of, some of these guys have actually progressed to where I expected them to. Another MC that I love is Skates. I absolutely love this guy. I think his talent is through the roof. And he was there. So he's part of what we're about to do. So to be honest, like, I feel loaded and ready to go, and I feel like, you know, Beasley, Smack, Chico, and my rest of my squad have to now focus on bringing these niggas up, because I think this is the right crop of guys. So I'm super duper excited, to be honest with you. You know, I was proud of Wavy for him going into Virginia and doing what he did against Twerk. So yeah, like, you know, it's crazy.
Also, do you see enough superstars in these new talents? Like, you know, when you look at the era of the Chess, the Briz, the T-Top, you know what I'm saying, the Mr. Wavy, and how many stars were bred after those situations? Do you feel like there's enough guys? Because you see Twerk, he's one of the biggest stars out of those new up-and-comers.
You know what's crazy? Sometimes some shine more than others. Like, Briz wasn't shining like T-Top at first. Think about this. Like, let's think about this for a second. Like, they don't all become superstars at one time. Everybody has their time. T-Top came out the star out of the UFF. Yeah. Briz was still kind of whatever. Chess kind of tailed off. Saga kind of picked up. You know what I'm saying?
It's the Wavy, Pratt.
Yeah, but Wavy, you know, like, Wavy had his thing, like, then he had his downfall. Not downfall, you know, his loss to John, and then he's back up. They were all stars at different times. It's maintaining your star that's the problem. So, to be honest, with work ethic and kind of just understanding your talent and when you can wait your turn. Like, for instance, this year people go crazy for Briz. Last year they went crazy for Chess. Mm-hmm. So they've all become stars at different times. You know what I'm saying? Av was the biggest star. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's still a star. But you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody gets their chance. Twerk came along. Oh, shit, Twerk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when I look at these guys, I see star potential, all of them, but it's up to them and when it's their time. You know what I'm saying? So I could tell you, they all got star power, but when they can become stars, it all depends when they have that moment. Like I said, talent-wise, I think Artistry's got it all. Maybe his next victory that people be like, oh, this nigga is crazy. There's gonna be a moment in time where he's hot and he's gonna be that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Skates. Sometimes they might like Skates. Well, I think Skates, to me, out of the new cats that I've seen, he's about to have his moment. You know what I'm saying? Gunpowder Pat's another one I love. I think he's on the way to being a star. So it's just, you know, it's when it happens, and then it's maintaining your star. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, not everybody's going to be a star at the same time. You might have to wait another few months, you know?
Norbes, I definitely want to say I appreciate you coming on and just clearing the air on, you know, just this whole situation. The last question I just want to ask you, that I asked you in the beginning, but, you know, you don't have to answer it, of course, but what's your thoughts on just Bullpen and what John John's doing with his league and just, you know, the way he goes about what he's been doing? You know what I'm saying?
What he does in his life is what he does in his life. I don't watch none of their battles. I don't wish no harm, or I don't have no hate towards them. You know what I mean? I kind of focus on what I focus on, and that's it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nothing's really caught my eye where it's like, boom, whatever. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like a lot of the guys I guess, that he's had, I've already seen. You know what I'm saying? But I've sold props. Like I sold props to what's the other Christian kid's name?
Hey, what?
No, not him. From Atlanta. I think he's from Atlanta. He in Bullpen. I forget. I love that kid. Well, Street Hymns. I think he's dope.
Street Hymns. Okay.
Yeah, and I even hit him. I messaged him. I said, "Hey, bro, I got my eye. You dope." I told him that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like, ain't nothing personal. Like I don't really care. Whatever he's feeling about me, that's on him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a hard person not to reach out to. So if you feel a way, you can always pick up the phone, and it ain't that hard. You know what I mean? But I don't got no issues. I don't really care.
Okay.
What he's doing, how he's feeding his family, that's on him. My only thing is like this. I don't appreciate when people bring up how I get my money. You know what I'm saying? When you do type of shit like that, that shows a lot of your character. You know what I'm saying? I don't speak on how people get their money or who owes money or whatnot. I don't do that type of shit. You know what I mean? So don't come at people paying me to host the event, because it's one thing. Yeah, I'll host alone. I get money hosting. You know what I'm saying? But you know what people don't realize is not one person that's on the URL roster has bought a roster spot ever. You could ask every individual that's in the URL if they ever gave me money to put them on, and it's absolute no. You could buy my time. You want to try out. You want to try out the PGs? You can buy the opportunity, but you can't buy my integrity and my cosign. So when people come out there and they try to say, yo, you want a PG, just book Norbes, or the only reason you ain't got a PG is because you ain't give Norbes no money. That's not how I operate. I've gotten paid and not given nobody on a card a PG. You know what I'm saying? I've become more lenient over years, but the one thing that stays hard, or that stays, to 100 to this day is my integrity. You know what I'm saying? I've even put my pride aside for certain situations. Even with the Ryder, how Ryder got a PG is a whole long story. But I didn't take it out on Ryder. When Ryder showed me his ability, I kept it real. I was like, you got it, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You're never don't put out me hosting events like if my integrity is compromised. That shows a lot of jealousy on your part. You know what I'm saying? I don't clock how you make your money. You know what I'm saying? So don't, not that you said that, but the fact that you brung that up alludes to, it kind of makes you look like that's what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever attack my integrity. You feel me? Because you can't buy my cosign. You want to rap in front of me? Send $1,000, $1,500. You can rap all day in front of me. But you know what? I'm going to tell you the truth. So don't allude to people booking me as something that's negative. And that's the one thing I actually took offense to, because, I'm married. I have a beautiful wife. I take care of my wife. And I'm having a daughter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I got to take care of my daughter. So don't ever in your life disrespect and bring up how I make money and make it look like bringing it up to basically kind of counter and basically making it look like, yo, don't book this nigga because he's not by his word. Don't ever disrespect in that manner. It's like that shit is just corny. And that's the only thing I really took offensive. Don't ever in your life bring up how I make my money. You know what I'm saying? And then basically make it look like you can buy my cosign. That's not how it works. Ain't no nigga ever buy my cosign.
Well, that's very important to know, because they do try to say that in, battlers, but, at the end of the day, that's a good thing, you know what I mean? For people to know that you got to just get on URL off your talent, and that's the only way you're getting on.
Listen, bro, like, at the end of the day, we human, bro. Like I said, I got a wife, I got a kid, I'm thinking differently, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to have a kid. I'm about to have a daughter, you feel me? You know what I mean? This is the most amazing time of my life, you feel me? So when you try to take money out of my pocket, that's when I feel away. You feel me? And like I said, like, I've taken money for hostings. I've taken money for people that want to rap in front of me. But not one nigga in the URL has ever made it because he gave me $1. And that's real shit. So don't do that, bro. Like, please refrain from doing that.
Yo, once again, Norbes.
I got one question.
Norbes it all. Hold on one second. GP said he got something for you.
We've been going back for years, Norbes. Freaking.
Absolutely, our family, bro. Like, have I ever said, have y'all niggas ever given me money and say, yo, give me an interview, bro?
Nah, we take you out to lunch.
Yeah, you take that money every time. I'm gonna give me some wings or some shrimp. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, you
You
know.
like to eat.
We
don't mind at all.
we don't mind at all.
But you know what I mean? Y'all niggas ask me, call me anytime I'm like,
Nah, but that's not.
I'm gonna do it.
Yo, Norbes though, we've been around for a while though, right? We've been through all the PG eras. We've been through the complaints. You got a new system now. You got a new combine system. You kind of trying to get it. You trying to make it something fresh and new and something, a different process from innovative. Exactly the word I'm trying to look for. And you still getting complaints and you still getting all this shit, aren't you? Do you ever? And I know you wanted to retire before. You've been threatening to retire. Are you ever get tired of this shit, Norbes? This battle rap shit?
Okay, good. I definitely get tired of it. But, like, giving up on something you love doesn't make you, you know, I look like this. Like I said, my mind frame is different. I'm about to have a daughter, right? So, I would never want my daughter to feel like I ever gave up on something that I love. And I genuinely love what I do. I genuinely have fed so many battle rappers that are making money that they would have never made doing this if it wasn't for me. So, as much as sometimes I might bitch and moan and feel like all bloggers need to die, I definitely have a love for the fans and for what we've created on Smack URL. You know what I'm saying? You know, we've seen a bunch of, you know, fake smacks come along and fucking a million battle leagues at Book Cartel. Yes, that annoys the shit out of me. But you know what? Beasley, Chico, Smack, my wife, Rain, Tell, my daughter, everybody that I love that I've met in this process, I owe it to them. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I would never stop doing this. And I like pissing people off.
We owe it to you, Norbes. We appreciate you.
Nah, we definitely appreciate you, Norbes, and, you know, for giving us our first 1,000 views. I bring it up all the time, but just to let them know that that's just what it is. You know what I mean? These are the facts.
What's good? It's your boy Street Star Norbes, URLTV.tv. Shout out to hiphopisreal.com. Blogging.
What's up, people? My name is Brooklyn Gabriel. We're actually here with the great Street Star Norbes, one of the Smack URL bosses. What's going on, Norbes?
Good, man. Feeling good. Brooklyn now. You're flat with summer.
That's right. I actually had to go to the boondocks of Brooklyn, but now we in the heart.
Right. I just had my first Haitian dish. I never had Haitian food in my life, man.
Come on, side by side.
You know what I'm saying?
And please figure out the boycott Love and Hip Hop. You got the most ignorant motherfuckers on the show and it's really irritating. Please, boycott it.
Boycott Love and Hip Hop.
Yes, this is terrible.
Hey, I don't got TV anyway, so salute. But Norbes, man, we definitely gotta chop it up a lot more.
About the podcast, man.
And that, you know,
coming up with some Norbes at all.
Yeah, Norbes at all. You know what I'm saying? Definitely coming through. We trying to shoot our first episode this weekend. If we can get Norbes to come through and sit down with us.
You gotta talk to my wife, man. She got a bone to pick with you, so just letting you know.
Damn, Norbes.
She want me to go to Brownsville. My wife wants to talk to you.
Oh, nah. Tell her you good, man. We gonna be together, so if anything happens, it's gonna happen to both of us. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm with you with the whole shit, so don't worry about it. Nah, but
we here, bro.
but Norbes, man, you already know, man. Always come through, always holding it down, and you know, at the end of the day, you definitely come through without no chaser. And you give a lot of people how you feel and you tell them what it is. So, respect for that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to come out there and just, you know, sometimes be honest.
Man, I got too much responsibility. I'm not going to change.
Nah, real talk, man. And I just want to end it with this, too, Norbes. What's your thoughts on Big K returning, man? It's been a long awaited time.
Man,
I could do a whole show about it, but okay.
Big K been one of my favorite rappers for a long time. Like, just rappers in general. Like, when I recruited him over here with the help of my man Tell, I was super excited. Like, I was just like, man, this nigga is cold. And then when he wasn't here, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of crushed. I couldn't watch his battles because I was such a fan of him. And the fact that he wasn't here actually kind of broke my heart. I ain't gonna lie to you. So the fact that he's back and it's against T-Top, I'm geeked. I'm super geeked.
Smack Volume 2, small room shit, you already know. We got to do the whole Smack Volume 2 breakdown, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we do it on the Norbes It All podcast this weekend coming up live with the fans and everything.
Just do it, man. I'm with it.
Phone ringing, it was your order. Hey, yo, my street operation serve the fiend population. Chopper do amputation if ever I see my cake thing. Niggas, they love to spray things. Mothers, they say amen. After sad prayers, we dealers with mad flavors. Fly bitches, they ass calm. Have you ever seen that? S-Class, the mean cat. Kid with the lean back. Mac, where the fiends at? Feeling for some feedback. Beam on a clean strap. Junkie hit the touchdown, damn.